Good evening, our dear viewers. We are here with you with a huge delay. We apologize for this. So welcome to the show, Live With. And today we're going to have our guests from the Caucasus, Murat Kabardokov and Amina Zhaman. So stay tuned and be ready for the challenge. That's great. We would like our viewers to watch some of your work. This is Istanbul Aqua, and we're going to play it right now. So we are back. We just heard a composition by Murat Kabardokov, Istanbul Aqua. Would you like to tell us more about Istanbul Aqua and this performance in details, please?
This performing by Clever Quartet and me, it's very hard to perform this piece because I know what this piece about, and I explained to my colleagues to what this mean, what this song mean, what this tune mean, and it is very hard to play it on concert. I think you know what what about what the song about, this song about. So it's Circassian folk tune, talking about leaving homeland and leaving to Turkey after Russian Caucasian War.
Yeah, so this is talking about the Circassian tragedy, moving from the Caucasus, from the Kafkas, to the stations in Turkey through Istanbul, and yeah, and it's a very hard composition, definitely, but it's a very beautiful one to do as well. We congratulate you for this.
We'll try to make it. We try to make touching.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Could you also tell us about other compositions and the Circassian part in it?
So you know, I was born Circassian. I was born in Kabardino-Balkarian, and I was teaching by Jabari Haupa, a great Circassian composer. And of course, I was involved in Circassian folk tunes and Circassian folk stories, Nart and the other fairy tales, and folk tunes about Nart, about ancient folk melodies, and many compositions made by me based on their tunes. And I was raised by these tunes, and it is in me. So that's why I hope and I think you can tell about my music mostly. That is Circassian music.
Beautiful. But also would like to emphasize that you've moved to St. Petersburg from the Caucasus, and you've ever since you moved there, you are trying to introduce the Circassian music to the whole world.
Yes, firstly I moved to St. Petersburg to make my education more high level, and to have many connects with best musicians. You know that St. Petersburg State Conservatory is one of the best in the world, and musicians are very high qualification. And I wanted to make some music with them, and now I collaborated with the orchestra. They performed much Circassian music, not only mine. And I want to make Circassian music worldwide famous. I think it's interesting to world, not only Circassian folk tunes. I mean, it can be some arranges, some orchestral works. Sounds like Circassian. For example, do you know about Irish music?
Yes, indeed, of course.
For Irish dances and Irish dances, they known by all the world, and I think we can do it with Circassian music too.
Yeah, that's great. And also, there's a part of your work is more related to soundtracks and creating score for movies. Would you tell us about this more?
Very like to compose soundtrack music, and I wanted it. I want to make it free from my living in Nalchik, and there is another reason why I am in St. Petersburg now, because there is much more connects with the film directors, and I really like to make music for films, and I hope I can do it well. So some of them you can, some of the movies, some of the films, you can see, for example, Francophonia, directed by Alexander Sakurov. You can download it on Amazon and the other digital stores.
Okay, great. That's great. Murat Kabardokov, we will go for a short break, and after we come back, we're gonna see if there's questions from the audience, and we will hear some suggestion live music performances by Ahmad Ai, our guest, our talented guest here in Amman. So stay tuned, and we will be back.
Because I can.
So welcome back. Now we'll go to live performances by Ahmad Ai, our dear guest and talented musician from here in our studio in the Circation Charity Association. Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you, Ahmed, for this lovely performance. And we go back to you, Murad. The next question is, what motivates you to do what you are doing best here? What's the motivation?
Can you repeat?
Yes, I'm asking, what is your motivation? What brought you to, what shaped you as Murat Kabardokov, the compositor?
To making music.
Yes.
I don't know. My teachers told me Jabray Halpa that don't compose if you can live without composing. So compose that you cannot live without composing. So I cannot live without composing. I just want to just can't do anything else.
Beautiful. Could you also tell our dear viewers how can you give them an advice that they can proceed with their dreams? What message you could deliver to the youth?
It's very complicated question. I think you should do what you want, but
to be persistent, maybe to follow your dreams.
Yes, not all your dreams, because some dreams are not very good.
You have to stick to the good ones, to the positive ones.
Some dreams, yeah.
Good, great.
I think you know what I mean.
Yeah, definitely.
So you should work hard. You should make your dream closer by working and working.
Yeah, with hard work and persistence. Thank you very much, our dear Murat. It's been a pleasure to have you here on the show, and we would love and hope someday that you'll be performing here in Amman for the audience, for the diaspora audience here in Jordan. We would look for that definitely, and thank you for the time and for the interview.
Thank you for your time too.
We're gonna move to Ahmad Ai again and some live performances. Thank you, Ahmed. Again, we're back, and we have the next guest, Our special guest for this evening is Amina Zhaman. Amina Zhaman, good evening. شحال
Hi, Rashid.
خارزنا وري داوشت.
خرزنا فضدش.
فضدش. أنت بريدو من إنجليز كم؟ Amina Zhaman, you are an actress, a singer, a director, and a producer. That's all in one.
I have more actually.
You have even more than that. Yeah, this is the only things that we could have listed here. So tell us more about these. And who is Amina Zhaman? Tell us about it.
Yes, I do a lot of stuff. I produce my own projects, my films, my stage productions. I direct, I act, I sing, I compose, I write lyrics. So I wish I could do less, but if you have a huge talent, there is no other ways.
Yeah, as it seems, it's all about huge talent, of course, definitely.
So genius.
Yeah, and that too as well. Okay, so could you tell us something about you, the biography of Amina Zhaman?
Yeah, of course. I grew up in Nalchik. I moved to Moscow with my family when I was 10 years old, and I graduated from Russian Academy of Theatre Arts, GITIS, in Moscow, acting faculty, and I became famous, I think, with my film, Right to Love. That was the first breakthrough for me in 2012, and after that, I made a second film, Before Breakfast, and third film, The Movie Man, with Hollywood stars Sean Stone, son of Oliver Stone, and Jack Dimage. And the entire music for my films is written by me as well. So the entire soundtrack, it's really important for me because I consider my composing talent the highest and the best among everything I do. And music is my soul, is my heart. And only after that, I can put theater and films.
So you're also, how to say it, you're an actress of theater and feature films. So
yes, stage and screen actress.
Stage and screen actress. Yes, that's correct. Mm-hmm. So you've moved to Moscow, and then also to New York, in the USA.
I didn't move to New York. I went to New York to make films, and it's a capital of independent films. And I really love the atmosphere of New York City because there are so many genius people there, so many talented people, and they're all so creative, open-minded, and very kind. That's the kind of people I want to work with, and that's the kind of neighbor you dream to live next to, you know. So it was really amazing and a very interesting experience to make a debut with a feature film in English based on my script and with stars from 6 countries, including my country, Russia. We had Karina Ivanova, a beautiful and talented actress, and Detzel, hip-hop star, the founder of Russian hip-hop. He made a cameo in my film. So my dream was to work with the best talents from around the world. And it became true because of my hard work, my mom's support, she's producer of my films, Marina Bolotokova, and support of Circassian finances, Kanchelbi Ajakov. I'm very grateful to him for the push he gave me and the entire Circassian film industry that was born with Right to Love, in my opinion.
Beautiful. So, yeah, one of the first movies that you've done and produced even, as I recall, is the Right to Love. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct.
And this collaboration was with some actresses from different cultures.
Yes, and yes. It's a love story.
Tell us more about this movie.
It's a love story between Circassian Muslim girl and Albanian Catholic guy, and we introduced these 2 small nations to the entire world through this feature film. And because of success of Right to Love at the international film festivals around the world, we had an international acclaim in 10 countries, and 7 million people learned about Circassian culture and Albanian culture as well, and learned more about it and loved it. And I think it's extremely important to promote such small nationalities and its folklore and make it international, introduce it to the major audience, to mainstream audience. And it's possible, and many people told me and my producer to change heroes' background to just Americans without, Circassian American or Albanian American. So we didn't do that because the whole point was in these story and in these cultures, in similarity of these cultures and in prejudices that kill love, even if the culture of both lovers is similar and they really know traditions of each other, and it should be okay, but it's not. So it's a really true and honest film, and we show Circassian costume in the film. Circassian music is there. It's written by me. It's my Lezginka, and it's heard in the scene when I'm talking to my parents there, and I really love it. And we've told as much as possible in this film about Circassian culture, about 100-year war, about the fact that Circassians are not united, and this is the only problem we had in the past, and we are still having in the present. And I really want this problem to be removed, and for us to move on, to help each other, to support each other, and to understand that if we support each other, we will never need anybody else's support in any other, in any country, actually. So, and impossible is nothing, because we have so much talent. And I'm from Nalchik, and I'm actually live right now from Nalchik, my hometown. And I really love it here. It's my favorite town. And New York City is the city of my dreams. So I love these both places most of all. So, and we have so many talented and popular artists from this small town, and it's really amazing. And imagine if our businessmen invest in our talented musicians, actors, scientists, writers, how much more we can give to the world and to give it to each other.
Yeah, the within the society's solidarity maybe, and of course, as I said, that would be, of course,
just with the investment in the right people, in the talented people, in the most outstanding youth. So it's possible.
Also, other movies that you've created, even produced and directed, were the, correct me if I'm wrong, it's Before Breakfast, and there's the new one, the latest one was The Movie Man.
Yes, I love that one the most because it's a comedy, and I think I'm born for comedy, and my laughter is very famous. So I get invitations, to, every production in Moscow and Broadway just to laugh, because they want to hear the amazing reaction from the audience. And after me, the entire audience laughs, actually. And I really love The Movie Man, and I intend to make films and stage productions in this genre of comedy, sometimes farce, but it should be funny. It should have a happy ending. And of course, I will do films based on true events in the future as well, like Right to Love, social films, festival films. But I want to focus on comedies right now because I want to bring more happiness through my art to people's lives.
Beautiful, beautiful. I would suggest now to have a look at the trailer of your movie, The Movie Man, and then we'll continue with our interview.
Let's do that.
We saw the trailer, of this movie. And one of the characters, the main characters, is Oliver Stone's son, as an instant, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah,
Sean?
Hollywood star John Stone. He's also a TV host on RT America, and a popular producer, filmmaker, documentarist, and just a very nice and intelligent guy.
Good, great. So, what other future films are you trying to? What are the future plans?
I want to make 2 really big stage productions. These projects are really huge and they're very expensive, and I produced them for a long time, and I hope to make them come true and real soon, hopefully this year, inshallah. And I'm also producing a feature comedy called Love Vegas, about love in the city of sin, Las Vegas. So it's going to be a philosophical comedy, and you'll see another side of love and another side of Vegas. And
hope that
hopefully I will start filming in January next year.
In January next year, that would be great. What shaped you, Amina, Zhaman? What shaped you?
Life with all the difficulties. I grew up in Moscow, and it was not easy for a person from the Caucasus after war in Chechnya. So I faced a lot of prejudice, humiliation, and abuses, and because of that, I can't be a sweet person anymore. So
you have to be a sweet person.
I have to protect myself, you know. Yes, and I started writing songs against fascism, against racism when I was 14. And right now I have 70 songs in English in different musical styles and on different subjects. But the main theme is peace in the world, is respect to another human being. And that shaped me, that made me a strong person I am right now, and I'm afraid of no one and nothing except God. And I think my social film was meant to be so successful because I went through all these problems my character goes through, and I know what I wrote about. And it was very honest, it was a very sincere story, and I expressed my culture, Circassian and Muslim culture as well, as it is in a Circassian life. So, and people felt that, and there is no happy ending, as it is in like 99 cases of hundreds. And so many people around the world were coming up to me and saying, thank you, Amina, for showing the real sad ending, because no one, you know, gives a blessing to the son when he says, oh, mom, I want to marry a Muslim girl. It's like, it's not as easy as it seems for some people. And there is no problem for Muslim men to marry a woman from any background, and she just stays in her religion. She just respects his culture as well, and that's it. But it's extremely difficult to marry another religion guy, like, you know, Catholic or Jewish guy, if you are Muslim. Yes. Because there are so many, you know, prejudice.
I understand. So the next question is, when you write your songs for the movies, and do you write your songs by yourself, or there's someone who's helping you
No, on my own. I write songs, lyrics and music at the same time. They come to me together. And I don't write them like for hours or days or months. No, I write them like, you know, in a few minutes, and that's it. I never edit them because I think they come to me in a perfect way, just as ideal as they should be. And I can't say like, okay, I want to write a song today and I will write a song. No, that's not going to happen like that. If something inspires me, I start writing. And inspiration comes when you least expect it, like in a swimming pool or in a subway, and I'm just singing my new tune, you know, that's in my head as a crazy person, like repeating it so I will not forget it. So, and people look at me like, you know, I'm insane, but I'm like, it all worth it. I'll have a masterpiece, tonight ready. So I'm okay if people think I'm crazy. Anyway, they think I'm crazy because of my laughter, They always ask me if I'm high, but, I'm just happy, So,
Well, being happy
yeah.
is not sin anymore.
Yeah.
So tell me, would it? I mean, do you see yourself as ambassador for the spreading the culture, the Circassian culture, through the movies you're creating and the songs, definitely?
Mm-hmm. I think the entire Circassian nation sees me as a ambassador of my people, and to me, it's really important. And I really think that we should help each other and collaborate with our best talents, and also at the same time work with the greatest American, Russian, Australian, Turkish, or any other person from any other culture and country, and make something amazing and international, and just to learn more about each other and to see that we all are brothers and sisters, and the basics are the same in every culture. We just, have something different maybe in clothing, in some traditions, but in general, everything is the same. Everything is about love and respect. And yes, I do see myself as a face of Circassian culture in the entire world, because entire world knows me as a Circassian filmmaker. Yes, I never hide that. And we do have artists, famous artists that are by nonsense ashamed of their background, and they don't say that they are Circassians. They don't mention their small nationality. And I really don't understand that, and I never respect such people. And I'm very happy to be wearing Adiga fascia by Fatima Akusheva, best Circassian fashion designer, on the red carpet at the New York Albanian Film Week Festival in New York City. And that's where we should promote our best talents outside of our homeland, because in the homeland, everybody knows
exactly,
their culture, so it's like, what's the point of telling me something I already know? Tell me something I don't know. Show me something, beautiful,
yeah,
something I will never
to acquaint there are different cultures, all around the world with the Circassian culture, definitely.
Yeah, and I also want to say that I had 2 amazing stage productions in Russia. One is called 7 Days, 7 Nights, and it was my debut stage production in former jail. That was my dream. And Hollywood star in UFC champion Oleg Takhtarov was starring there, along with Sergei Kempo, bright star of Yermolova Theater. And second production I just premiered in June in Raskasova under Tambov, is called Faithful Wife, and I have a Hollywood star Peter Zikavica in my film, in my stage production, and we're just about to make a new film with him as well. So, and it's really important to me that I also invited Said Bagov. He's a Circassian actor, and the entire country, Russia, knows him, loves him, and saw all these TV series and films with him. And it is an honor to work with him in my production. And he said yes, he was really excited about collaborating together. We wanted to do something together for a long time, for 3 years. And whenever I have a chance to invite someone amazing from my culture, I'm very happy. And that's what everybody should do, in my opinion. And I wish older artists were helping younger, talented, musicians, actors. We don't see that happening, unfortunately, and we should speak out and change that forever.
Yes, that's correct. That's beautiful. If you can address the audience, and especially the youth, what would you tell them? What advice Amina has for them?
First of all, believe in yourself.
Shortly, in 1 minute.
Yes, work hard, listen to your heart, and believe in God's help. With men, it's possible. With God, all things are possible, as it said in the Bible. And as I say, only the impossible is possible.
Great, thank you, Amina, for this interview, and we are delighted to have you here. Thank you very much. we're gonna end with.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
So, صورت.
So we're now gonna end with Ahmad Ai and the last composition for this evening. We thank you very much for your for being with us, and we hope to see you next time with other guests on our show. Thank you very much and good night.